I mean, here's where I must say that, much respect to UConn. I mean, they did a masterful job, in executing on both sides of the basketball. And then at the same time, I have to say goodbye to a senior class that, had a historical impact on our game and our program and our conference and our city and our state. And, although they won't be in our huddle anymore, I'm sure they'll find their way in another huddle at the next level. And I just want to show my gratitude, my appreciation for all they've done for our program because they elevated us and took us to a place where
Dawn, in the immediate aftermath with a player like Joyce, who is going to be a huge part of the team, did you pull her aside and say anything specific to her about, hey, bottle this up or remember it, or just kind of let her be at this point?
No, I let her sit in her sadness. Sometimes letting them sit in their sadness is much more powerful than breaking breaking that train of thought. But we'll talk about it, and she'll express how she feels and what she needs to work on in order for her to get us back to this place.
Man. Shout out to everybody out there. It's your boy Showtime. Appreciate everybody always tuning in. UConn. They completed the mission, man. I picked UConn to win this game. I've been saying from the jump I thought UConn was gonna win the chip. I was very high on UConn. Getting Ozzie Fudd back healthy. You can see this team was starting to really come together and peak at the right time. I'm so happy for Paige Bueckers. Shout out to Paige Bueckers, man. Because she's been getting a lot of unnecessary heat. A lot of people just criticizing her, feel like she wasn't shooting the ball enough. And we all know what that was about. But man, I'm just happy for UConn. They got the win. Look, South Carolina has no reason to walk around with their head down. They will be back. They got a squad, man. Shout out to South Carolina, Don Staley. If you ask me, for them to get back to the national championship game and after losing Camila Cardoso, and they did it with a team led by a freshman, basically. Your leading scorer was a freshman. George Edwards. Now, George Edwards is the goods. We all know this. We all know George Edwards was the goods. But, look, I'm impressed. This is a very impressive run. It's nothing to be mad about. I think South Carolina will be right back. George Edwards going to get better. Malaysia. Now, today, I will say this. I felt like Malaysia. She played her game was very immature today. She got things she got to work on, and that's fine. She's still young. It's nothing to be mad about. South Carolina, trust me, they're going to get another championship within the next 2 years. But far as Paige Bueckers finished her story at UConn. I'm happy for her. I know a lot of her haters are not happy. There's a lot of people out there in the media that like a certain player, and because that player didn't win, they didn't want Paige Bueckers to win. Misery loves company. So it didn't work out your way. I know that hate don't go right back to Juju Watt. It's already started with Juju, but now it's gonna, when Juju comes back, I believe Juju's gonna get her a championship. But we ain't gonna let this overshadow what UConn accomplished. We knew they don't know basketball. Sarah Strong, unbelievable. If you look at this year, you can see why Sarah Strong and Joyce Edwards was the top two players coming out of high school And for these girls to be freshmen, I thought they put on an absolute show this year. UConn likely going to get Ozzie Fudd back because she looks like she's going to she'll be back next year. This was one of the most impressive runs I've seen in recent years because of everything they had to overcome. Paige Bueckers tearing her ACLs. I mean, look, this was 2 years in the making, man. They were supposed to do this a couple of years ago. You can't control injuries, but the fact that they had to go through the injuries, come back healthy, finally, referees didn't cheat them. And what I like about Paige Bueckers, she's the ultimate team player. Somebody that accomplished so much out of high school, first year in college, Naismith Player of the Year, John Wooden Award. She didn't make it about her. She trusted her teammates. Hell, people don't understand, like, they don't understand that, you know, fans look at it, okay, how many points you average. They don't understand styles and systems. She bought into Gino's system. Paige could have went somewhere else and been a 30-point scorer, 7, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, all this stuff. She could have did it in the other program. She bought in to this program, and she showcased that she's a great all-around player, high basketball IQ, and number one, Paige Bueckers is a winner. Forever. Now, she can sit at that table with Don Tarazzi, Stewie, Fizikali, Sue Bird. The list go on and on. She can sit at that table now. She won. Can't take that away from her. And she doesn't get enough credit. When you watch her play, very unselfish player. A player her caliber can easily be mad at Gino. Easily be mad because she ain't getting 24 shots a game. But she's not a me player. She's a team player. And that's the biggest reason why UConn's the champions today. Because she didn't let her of individual accolades and she didn't think about herself first. She thought about team first. You know, and a lot of players, y'all be surprised. It's a lot of these players out of high school, number one and everything, and used to having everything their way. They come to these programs where they're going to lead, and they feel so entitled. They feel like everything's supposed to go through them. It's supposed to be like you got to coddle these players and make everything about them. Those be the ones that don't win. But because Paige was so unselfish, she came out and she did what she said she was going to do. I remember her one of the interviews she talked about she wanted to win the championship in her senior year before she go to the WNBA, and she did it. She pulled it off.
How do you feel so grateful that you were patient and waited?
Yeah, if I could say one thing, it would be to stand firm in who you are. There's a lot of people who write you off. There's a lot of narratives that can be try to put you in a box, tell you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to be more like this player, you got to be more like that player. Stand firm in who you are. There's people that doubt you because they think you're doing it on your strength alone. We lean on God's strength here. And through God's power, for God's purposes, we're not doing this alone. And we have a village that we lean on. And just do it for the people who believe in you and always stick to who you are.
Yeah, Coach told me before the game, all I need from Paige is for Paige to be Paige today. And now you're a champion. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. Got it.
There you go. You heard what she
How
said.
do you feel so grateful?
You heard what she said. They want you to be this and be that. Nah. Be Paige Bueckers. Be Paige Bueckers. Numbers don't make you great. It ain't about the numbers. It's about the results. And at the end of the day, all you haters, that so-called Caitlin Clark fans, that want her to play like Caitlin Clark. She got to do everything like Caitlin Clark, but forget she was better than Caitlin Clark in the first place in every level. So always remember this. She's a champion. Get over it, man. I don't care how she got it done. She got it done. If she would have decided to go to the WNBA draft last year, UConn not champions today. She stayed. She wanted to complete her mission. She ain't leave no stones unturned. Shout out Paige Bueckers, man. You know. Make sure y'all hit the like button, new to the channel, subscribe. It's your boy Showtime. We out of here.